This all comes amid the murder trial of former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin. The second day of witness testimony for the defense focused on the cause of George Floyd's death. Former Maryland Chief Medical Examiner Dr. David Fowler argued Floyd's death should be ruled as undetermined rather than a homicide.
Yes, the placement of the knee is towards the back and the back right side of Mr. Floyd's neck, and the airway is around the front. It is nowhere close to his airway.
We were talking about having an open airway. How does that affect your ability to speak?
The ability to speak or make any other sound, groaning, and Mr. Floyd did groan. So any of the sounds that Mr. Floyd is making requires you to be able to take air in over the vocal cords and out over the vocal cords.
The defense also argued that because Chauvin held Floyd on the ground directly next to a vehicle's exhaust pipe, carbon monoxide may have contributed to Floyd's death. Let's bring in civil rights lawyer and former prosecutor David Henderson, also joining the conversation. MSNBC contributor Mike Barnicle and the New York Times Mara Gay is still with us. Mr. Henderson, David, what do you make of the concept of the exhaust pipe potentially contributing to George Floyd's death?
Among the ridiculous things that Dr. Fowler said, I thought that was the most ridiculous. And it was a surprise and not without reason, because I think everyone was rolling their eyes at it. But what you have to remember is the defense is trying to appeal to a potential lone wolf juror who will hang this jury. And that person can't go back and blatantly state what their narrative in this case is. And that is that George Floyd is a big guy who was on drugs, who was a problem. And so what Derek Chauvin did was justified. You can't say that. But you can say, well, we heard from the good Dr. Fowler, who said that Derek Chauvin is not responsible for causing George Floyd's death. That's what this witness was here to do, and he gets paid a lot of money to offer opinions like that.
And it looks as if they're, does it not, that they're really going to causation. They're going to hammer on causation, and they just want to plant that seed of doubt. And like you said, what are those lone jurors' minds to say, oh, it was the exhaust pipe. Oh, wait, he was still using his windpipe because he was groaning and making noises. Oh, he was on drugs. Oh, so that seems to be the logic of that. Could that work? That argument, could that work with that one lone juror?
Well, Joe, you've hit the nail on the head. And what's easy to forget about this case and about all the responses to the case is just how different they've been. Many of us saw what happened to George Floyd, and we took to the streets, we protested, we pushed for change. Other people put up Blue Lives Matter signs in their yards. I have a neighbor who did that, in fact. And so, yes, we didn't really, during jury selection, get to know these jurors well enough to know what they truly think. But if you have someone who is biased in favor of police in general, then yes, the defense's approach, offensive though it is, and I have to stress that, is deeply offensive what they're doing, does have the ability to work because it gives someone like that enough to hang their hat on.
Hey, thanks so much for watching our YouTube channel. You can follow up on today's top stories and breaking news, or catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.